Operation Dynamo, Evacuation from Dunkirk, 27th May to 4th June 1940. Aboard the little ships, Bill N., A.L. SRA, Royal Navy. I had just joined HMS Ganges near Harwich as a boy sailor when it started. That training ship in itself was tough. They made boys into men. My training was just at its end when Dunkirk happened. My class was woken up to man the drifters, small fishing boats, at Harwich. At Dunkirk, we were too busy pulling people on board to register the hell that was going on around us. In the packet boat on our way back, it was whispered that we had a girl on board. However, what was thought to be a well-developed chest was in fact 2 black and white puppies in his tunic top, and he spoke no English. We made 2 trips and brought back 300 people. Fetching the wounded, Pamela D., ATS, FANYS. During her year as a sergeant, Pamela had been stationed at Devon, but her unit was bombed out by the Plymouth Blitz, and so had to be evacuated to Tavistock. These were the dark days of the war. While she was stationed here, the evacuation of Dunkirk took place. She had to organise and send ambulances down to Plymouth's Mill Bay docks to collect the wounded. She can remember particularly a Canadian unit which had been bombed on board its ship, which then blew up. They had all been covered in oil. Some had terrible burns. One ship she remembers was so heavily laden with Canadians, French, Poles and refugees that the water reached its gunwales. Very fortunately, the sea was glassy calm, otherwise it would have been swamped. They worked night and day to move the wounded and the evacuees out of the docks to other connection points, such as Launceston. Hospital care for the wounded, Polly E., Civil Nursing Reserve. Polly E. was a member of the Civil Nursing Reserve which had joined right from the beginning of the war. She was based at Barnet General Hospital in London and was a theatre sister. This hospital was the #1 base hospital for the wounded survivors of Dunkirk who had managed to survive the crossing, often in very small boats, over the English Channel from the northern European shores. She has vivid memories of the survivors arriving in Green Line buses. Many had had most of their clothes blown off them, so were wrapped only in army blankets and wearing their tin hats. One survivor particularly sticks out in her mind through over 50 years. He was a Frenchman, his country had been defeated, and he had no news of his family. He fell on his knees and kissed the ground, shouting, "Vive la France!" Perhaps a lesson to us all, not to give up. That was an excerpt from Hemyock Memories of World War II, 1939 to 1945, and that was from Volume 1. Copyright 2014-2019, www.hemyockcastle.uk. All rights reserved.